Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's actually way past the 2-year mark on hormones for me. And if you guys are new to my channel, hi, I'm a transgendered woman and I'm documenting my whole experience online for you guys. I'm kind of dying from a sinus infection, but we're working through it, so don't mind my voice if it sounds like a little raspy or I have to like stop for a second. Just bear with me, people. But I've been putting this video off for so long. It's just because so many things have been happening, as you guys know. From my last video, I did get a breast augmentation, and I've kind of been just like staying low-key and recovering from that because I've heard a lot of horror stories about people who just kind of feel invincible and they don't really like take care of themselves how they should. So they end up like really messing it up because they're like out of the club or like getting a little bit wild and crazy when they've had their implants for like 2 weeks. So I'm just trying to kind of keep it really, really low key. But I felt like this video was so necessary to make, especially because I did just have a breast augmentation, and that is such a big milestone in my transition personally. And that's just something that I needed to do for me to like validate myself, and something that I had always just not liked, but I fixed it. So I felt like what better time than to sit down and film my 2 years on hormone replacement therapy and kind of just give you guys like the mental changes, the physical changes, everything I've seen over the past 2 years, which is crazy to think I've been on hormones for 2 years, which it may not be long to some of you guys, but 2 years on hormones is a long time for me. Like just thinking about 2 years ago, how I was so miserable and like unhappy with my life and where it was, and to think just literally 2 years later, I am the happiest that I have ever been. Like honestly, like physically, mentally, emotionally, like I am the happiest that I have ever been. So I thought we would just jump right into this 2 years on hormone update. First, I'll start with like the mental changes. I have noticed that like I am just really like sensitive sometimes. Most of the time I'm like the most sensitive when like my hormones get like up. So first week or two I usually feel kind of like every emotion you can think of, just kind of all over the place. Sometimes I have weird food cravings, like a lot of salt. I've noticed that I crave a lot of salt, which like french fries, potato chips, like all of that, like that's my weakness, which like sodium is horrible because water retention, so I hate myself, but I always indulge in like what I'm craving. Like I'm not the type of person to be like, no, I'm gonna stay away from that, like I'm good, like I'll have like celery or something, like no big deal. Like no, I'm like, I want cake, so like I'm gonna eat it. So my metabolism is pretty fast right now. Obviously it's not gonna stay that way for the rest of my life, so keep my fingers crossed that I just like start eating healthy like coming up here soon. Probably not gonna happen, but it's a good like thought. But I just noticed that I get like really sensitive just about a lot of things when my hormones get upped. I also just feel like I'm sensitive in general, just to everything. Today, I like just literally today, I was at work and we were talking about the movie Meet the Robinsons, because like a song on like the radio at where I work came on, and it was in the like the movie Meet the Robinsons, and it just like gave me a flashback to like that movie. And I started to tear up a little because I thought about the ending, and if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, I'm just gonna tell you. Like when he finds out that like that was his family, like, ugh. I like started tearing up at work today thinking about it, and I was like, what is going on? Like, what is happening? And then I like thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, like hormones, like it does it to you. But I've just noticed that I am just more in tune with myself. Like, I know when something is wrong, or like I know when like, I don't know, I just feel like my intuition is so much better. Like I know that that probably has nothing to do with the hormones, but I gotta tell you, like my intuition is so good. Like I know, like my best friends will tell you, like I know when something is like off or like not gonna work out. I just have these weird feelings, like my intuition is so good. And yeah, I'm just like, probably not to do with the hormones, but like I'm just saying in general, my intuition is great. But mentally, I just feel more at peace. Like I've never been so happy in my whole entire life. Like I am ecstatic right now. Like I am on top of the world. I feel great about myself. I have an amazing boyfriend that like literally, I don't know, I'm not gonna like get too much into it because I feel like he's gonna watch this, and like I already tell him his head's already big, so like I'm trying not to get his head any bigger, but I have like a really good boyfriend, and that, I mean, obviously has nothing to do with like my internal happiness, but I feel like I'm internally happy with myself and like physically happy with myself. I'm happy emotionally, like in a relationship, like a really, really good relationship, you know, like not abusive, like mentally abusive, like the last one. I just feel like I am like in such a good place in my life, and I'm so excited to see it go so much farther because I don't know, I just think things are just gonna get better, and I knew 2018 was gonna be my year. 2017, not my year, but 2018 I have came for so hard, and I had a little hiccup in the beginning, like I had a couple hiccups in the beginning, but like we're making it through. We're like halfway through the year and I'm doing so good. So just, if you guys are going through a rough patch, just hold out. Rain won't pour forever, so just keep that in mind. Now we'll move on to physically, because mentally I just feel good. Like that's all I can say. But physically there's been so many changes, like as of like the past 6 months I've noticed. So breast development slowed down a lot, but I was also going to the gym a lot. So like before I got my boobs done, I was noticing that my boobs were like getting smaller, but I was like going to the gym and I was working really hard and I was like losing weight. Everyone always says the first place that you lose weight is your boobs, and like that couldn't be more true. Like I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, my boobs are literally getting so small. I was like, they need to have enough in them so like when I go to get my boobs done, like they can like put something there, you know? So that I noticed, but breast development slowed down a lot. For me, like I felt like I got a lot out of hormones. They usually say over the first 2 years, like you kind of max out what you're gonna get with breast development, like within the 2 years. I was satisfied with what I had. Like I was okay with it. Like it was something I could like really make look like I had something with like a push-up bra or like something, like I could make it work. But like when I didn't have a bra on, like I hated how it looked. I felt like they were so small for my body frame, and like I hated that. Like it was just like the most insecure thing. Like I loved how they looked in a bra, but you can't walk around in a bra all the time. Like, you know, if you're like being intimate with, you know, your significant other, like you can't have a bra on. So it's just like I felt like I was not complete. Like I felt like they weren't enough for me personally, and that is why I ended up getting a breast augmentation, and it has been the best thing I've ever done. So worth the money. As for like physically, my skin has gotten so soft. Like I never really noticed how soft my skin had gotten until really recently. Just touching it right now, like it is so soft and like supple. I had like a lot of skin problems like in the beginning of the year, so it was kind of hard to like see that, but now that like everything is fine and I'm good, like my skin is soft and like I love it. Body hair has thinned out a lot. So recently I had went to my endo, and so I take a testosterone blocker, obviously. When I had went back in December, I was like really good. Like my testosterone was pretty low, as per usual. Like it was usually higher, like I don't know why, but it just was. My body just likes to produce a lot of testosterone. I don't know why, but so for a while it was kind of like at bay. Like the doctor had got it at bay, and then like everything happened over like December, January, February, and my stress levels shot through the roof. Like I was anxious all the time. Like I was going through a lot, guys, and that's why I wasn't here on camera, and I feel bad, but like that's a whole nother story that I'm not gonna get into. But yeah, so my stress levels shot through the roof, and when I went back to him at the beginning of this month, he checked my levels and he was like, your testosterone is super high again. His first question out of his mouth was, have you been stressed? And I was like, yep. Like I don't think there was a time over the past 3 months that I wasn't stressed. So yeah, so my testosterone blockers got upped, and I've noticed a lot. Like my body hair has thinned out so much just over the past couple of weeks, and I know that that sounds kind of crazy, but I have noticed it crazy. Like my leg hair is like so thin, like just everywhere is so thin. Like I used to have like some like hair on my like hand or whatever. It was never like anything crazy, but it was there, and like it's just like not there anymore. It is so like you can't see it. Like I stare at it and you can't see it. Oh yeah, I don't have nails on, so I haven't gotten them done, and yeah, don't judge me. So we're just continuing to rolling with the video, because the nail situation is not why we're here. Not why we're here. I have noticed my face shape over the last 2 years. I was looking at a picture today just of last year, and my face shape is changed so much. I will insert a picture right here of what my face looked like last year, and you guys will see. Now there's not like crazy differences, but it's something I noticed, like just here in general, like my chin is a lot more pointier and it used to be more like square, so like the fat kind of just filled out. Obviously my bone structure didn't change, and that's something that I feel like a lot of people think happens like on hormones, that your bone structure changes, and that's not the case, but the fat like distribution, it does, so it kind of makes it look like your bone structure has changed when it hasn't. There's just more like fat there. So my chin, I've noticed, is a lot more pointy than it is like square. My cheeks are a lot more filled out, and just my face in general. Like, you guys who have been watching me for so long can just see the difference, and I know you guys can. Like, just take a look back at my videos 1-2 years ago. Like, just look. Like, I mean, obviously when I had facial hair you couldn't really tell, but like just like a year and a half, no, 2 years ago. No, last year? Last year is when I started laser in January. So just go from then on, you will see how much my face shape has changed. It was like really sharp and like structured before, and like now it's like soft, and I'm obsessed with it. So I feel good. And yeah. So as for like fat distribution on my body, I was working out at the gym a lot, so I was like doing a lot of like squats and stuff, like booty gains and stuff, and my butt has gotten bigger, but that's just because like I was working out at the gym, and yeah. But I have noticed my body is more hourglass, like like just the fat, the way that it distributes in my body, like it just kind of goes in at the center and like comes out, and I love that. Like, I don't want to be like a brick, because like my shoulders are a little bit broad. It just is what it is. Like, it was just what I gotta do, and plus I was a gymnast, so my body is still like kind of like gymnast. Like, it's just like that's how it developed. I was like doing gymnastics from when I was a child till like I was 18, so it's like my body developed as I was doing gymnastics, so it kind of developed like muscular. A lot of my muscle has turned to like fat. Arms used to be like super muscular, and like now they're just like flabby, I guess. Yeah, I just got some flabby arms. It's literally fine. But yeah, so my body hair is thinned out a lot. Like, that's like the biggest thing I've noticed, that my body hair is thinned out. But I think it was because my testosterone was still so high that my body hair wasn't thinning out as much. And now that he's like pretty much doubled my dosage of the testosterone blockers, and I'm not going to go in to what my dosage is, because I don't want you guys to self-medicate. Like, that is just my personal thing. I know there's some people that will tell you their dosage, but I feel like a lot of people out there self-medicate because either they have no insurance or there's no means to get to a doctor, but that can be very dangerous, and I don't want to promote anything like that, and I don't want to give my dosages out there thinking that like it's something that you would feel like it fits you. Like, I honestly go and get blood work done every 3 months. My doctor, my endocrinologist, is always on it. Every 3 months, he's always checking my levels, and it can be dangerous. So I'm not going to tell you guys my dosage, but I do have like a doubled amount of like my spironolactone I'm taking, and like I have a pretty high estrogen amount that I'm taking, so I'm all over the place. As for other changes that like aren't affected by hormones, like my voice, I know a lot of you guys have commented about my voice and that it's a lot higher pitched and it's a lot more like feminine than it was before, and that is just because I have been training my voice. Like, I've just been talking in a higher pitch, and after talking for a while in a higher pitch, your voice just kind of stays that way. Like, it's just you train your voice to just talk in a higher pitch. So hormones do not affect your like voice. If you were female to male, testosterone will deepen your voice, but estrogen will not like lighten your voice if it's deep. So this is all voice training and just like kind of just talking in a higher pitched voice. But like, I'm like, it depends. So like sometimes like when I'm on camera, I am talking like super high pitched and like super like on point, and like out in public I am too. But sometimes I'll get around like my friends that I'm like comfortable with, and I'll just like kind of talk in my normal voice, which is kind of like this, which is like not like crazy or anything. But like, I always like to talk in a higher pitch because I don't know, that's my one biggest insecurity that I've noticed recently, is just my voice. Like, I always want to make sure I'm on, because I don't want to be like clocked somewhere, you know, like walking around and they're like, why does that girl have like a deep voice? Like, what's going on there? So I'm like, no, we're going to check all those things off the list to give people like the ability to clock, so we're just rolling with it. But I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to tell you. My mouth is so dry right now because I've been just talking a mile a minute, and you guys know I always talk so much. But I don't know anything else that I want to let you guys know about hormone-wise, but I am very happy. If you guys have any other questions, like hormone-wise, down in the comments, like about like if hormones affect certain things, let me know. I did a ton of research. Like I always wanted to know what was affected and what wasn't affected, like what hormones could do for me and what I would have to like do at the gym or what I would have to do like myself or surgically. So let me know any questions you guys have down in the comments below. I'm always curious to know your guys' like transgendered questions. I feel like a lot of you guys want me to do more trans related videos here on my channel, which I promise I'm going to do more. I just am not sure what you guys want to see like trans related, because I know that there's like a lot of trans YouTubers like Gigi and Nikita and stuff like that. So it's like, you guys let me know what you want to see that you haven't seen done already, or something maybe you've seen done but you want me to do it. You guys let me know in the comments down below, and any other videos you guys like to see. I want to do, also I want to just, a little disclaimer, I'm wearing a new foundation today. It's by CoverGirl. It's their new one that just came out. I'm on their PR team and I just got it in the mail. And it's like this big box of foundations and I can't remember what it is. But my skin looks so good. Like it's so matte, it lasts so long. It does not break up throughout the day. It's like a 12-hour wear, but I've worn it longer than 12 hours and let me tell you, it lasts. And it was 91 degrees today. I did highlight a little bit more when I got home because I like to be a little bit more highlighted on camera than I do in person, like in public, because I feel like I look a little like crazy. But I feel like you guys don't ever get to really see like my highlight on camera if it's not a little bit over dramatic. But other than that, this foundation is so matte and it looks so good. I've had it on since 7 this morning with this many touch-ups. So yeah, but I want to do a full face using only CoverGirl products. Since I am on their PR team, I have gotten a ton of stuff from them in the mail, and I haven't had a chance to use a lot of it because, like I said, I've been recovering from surgery, so I haven't been really like caking the makeup on my face or doing anything crazy or new. But if you guys want to see like a full face like brand tutorial, like a one brand tutorial, full face, one brand, I don't know, whatever they are, let me know in the comments down below and give this video a thumbs up for more trans related content. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys on my next video.